All right, this story is for all my beat makers out there. I haven't spoke to y'all in a minute, so it's time I dive in with some important information for you, okay? It's about SoundCloud's recent policy changes regarding AI training on user content. So let's quickly break down what's happening and what it means for creators like yourself.
Jokes on you, you heard of biting.
Well, now, what have we here?
So back in February of 2024, SoundCloud quietly updated its terms of service. The new language suggests that by uploading content, users were granting SoundCloud permission to use their work to inform, train, develop, or serve as input to artificial intelligence or machine intelligence technologies. This change went largely unnoticed until Edward Newton Rex highlighted it in May of 2025, sparking widespread concern amongst artists.
The technology and vision behind generative AI is amazing, but stealing the work of the world's creators to build it is not.
Ed Newton Rex is a tech ethicist who has been very vocal about artists' rights, especially during this AI explosion.
There are three key things that AI companies need to build their models. Three key resources: people, compute, and data. That is, engineers to build the models, GPUs to run the training process, and data to train the models on. AI companies spend vast sums on the first two, sometimes $1 million per engineer, and up to $1 billion per model. But they expect to take the third resource, training data, for free. Right now, many AI companies train on creative work they haven't paid for or even asked permission to use. This is unfair and unsustainable.
So once Newton Rex exposed SoundCloud's new terms of service, the backlash from musicians was huge. Artists feared that their music could be used to train AI models without their consent, similar to what Adobe went through. And this could potentially lead to AI-generated music that mimics their style. SoundCloud's CEO, Elijah Seaton.
Ultimately, we view AI as the great democratizer of music creation. So historically, to be a music creator, you needed to know how to play instruments, you needed to know how to read music, you needed to be able to carry a tune, you needed to know other people who could do those things, you needed to afford a studio, and then ultimately with technology, you needed to afford expensive software. Now, with AI capabilities, music creation is right here. If you have access to the App Store, you can be a music creator. There are anywhere between 50 and 75 million music creators on the planet historically. In an AI-enabled world, we believe that number will 10x.
Oh my gosh, do we need that?
Seaton issued a public letter clarifying the company's stance. Seaton stated, "We will not use your content to train generative AI models that aim to replicate or synthesize your voice, music, or likeness without your explicit consent." This move was seen as a positive step forward, respecting artists' rights and maintaining transparency.
We are an artist-first company. I grew up an artist. So many of our staff did as well. We are never going to do anything in our business, in our operation, in our technology that is going to be at odds with artists. That's just part of our DNA.
So a lot of creatives are still saying that the updated terms and service aren't as clear as they should be and could leave loopholes open. They point out that while SoundCloud has pledged not to use content for generative AI without consent, the platform may still utilize user data for other AI-related purposes, such as improving recommendations or detecting fraud. But this situation highlights the broader conversation around AI and creative ownership. As AI technologies become more integrated into content platforms, it's crucial for companies to establish clear policies that protect creators' rights and ensure transparency.
The AI industry and the creative industries can be and should be mutually beneficial, but for this mutually beneficial relationship to emerge, we have to start from a position of respect for the value of the works being trained on and the rights of the people who made them. I'm not arguing that all AI development should be halted. I'm not arguing that AI should not exist. What I'm arguing is that the resources used to build generative AI should be paid for. There is a future in which generative AI and human creativity can coexist, not just peacefully, but symbiotically. It's been a rough start, but it's not too late to change course.
So my DJs, my beat makers, what does this mean for you? It's really a reminder to stay informed about platforms you use and to advocate for your rights as a creator. We should be always reading the terms of service, even though none of us do. But don't hesitate to speak up when these things do grab your attention. Let's keep the conversation going. What do you guys think? Leave thoughts and comments below.
Jokes on you, you heard a biting.